Welcome back to the midweek message. So last week we learned that Jesus healed a man who was blind. Jesus was walking with his disciples and they came across a man who had been born blind. But the disciples asked Jesus, why was this man born blind? Did this happen because of sin or his parents' sin? You see, back then, they thought that if you had an ailment like being blind or lame or a sickness, that it was a result of sin. Jesus answered his disciples and said it wasn't his sin or his parents' sin, but it was to show God's glory as to why he was born blind. Jesus said, while I am in the world, I am the light of the world. And then Jesus spit on the ground and made some mud in the dirt. And he scooped up some mud and put it over the man's eyes and told the man, go and wash in the pool of Siloam. And so he did. He ran and washed his face in the pool of Siloam. And when he returned, he could see. Now this upset the religious leaders. Why, you might ask? Well, Jesus was healing on the Sabbath again. And you know, the religious leaders were all about rules and all about following the rules. And so much so that they're missing the point again. They're missing it again. Over and over again, the man who was healed ran to the religious leaders and told them what they had done. And the man believed that Jesus must have came from God. But the religious leaders were so angry that they threw the man out of the synagogue. Jesus came to the man again and asked him, do you believe in the Son of Man? And the man answered, well, tell me who he is so I can believe. And Jesus said to him, you have already seen him. The Son of Man is talking to you right now. The man said, I believe, Lord. And then he worshiped Jesus. This man's blindness was not a punishment for sin. Jesus wanted to show his power through healing this blind man. And boy, did he. Jesus healed this man, and it caused a huge stir. The religious leaders were furious that Jesus had healed on the Sabbath again. And what's more is that Jesus told the religious leaders that they were just as blind as the other guy, the guy that he healed. Now, why did Jesus say that? Well, I've said it this week and I've said it last week. They were so focused on the rules, they could not see the miracles that was happening right before their eyes. They were blind. Join us next week in Children's Church as we start a new unit. I can't wait to see you then.